So, I've decided that after my next competition, which has passed now, that was Exeter Summer over the weekend, you know, I made the video the day I was leaving for that, and I had the joke in the video, am I going to upload this before the comp? Which I did, by the way, thank you for asking. So I decided, you know, that comp has one-handed, but after that comp, I'm going to fully make the switch to Roux OH, right? I had this plan laid out where I'm basically divvying up how I learn my alg sets, so I stop having a bunch of things that I work on, flip-flopping between them, and I now have a set organised thing. So I finished UZBLL before Exeter, and the next thing on there was a one-handed CMLL. So, fully switching to one-handed Roux. The only problem is that in a month and a few days, the day I'm recording this is the 7th of June, so in 1 month and 1 day, I have another competition in Bristol that also has one-handed. So I have to get back to my comfortably low 20, as in 19, 20, 21 second ZZ one-handed average with Roux before the competition. I mean, there's not really going to be something horrible that happens if I don't. I'm just going to go back using ZZ for one-handed for the competition and switch back, but it'd be nice to be able to compete with Roux, you know, that soon. So this is a vlog of my race against time. We're actually starting out on day 2. Yesterday was the day that I mainly started doing the switch. I started brushing up on one-handed CMLL. I practiced doing last 10 pieces with one hand because my turning for last 10 pieces really isn't that good. And I just did some one-handed solves. Day 2, more the same. I haven't done any last 10 pieces practice, but I worked on more CMLL and I've done more one-handed solves, and my average has basically gone from like 32 to I want to say it's like around 28, 29 now. So for one day, I'll take that progress. Maybe I'm just having a good day and it'll be gone tomorrow, but who knows. My current progress with CMLL is that I know T, U, H, Pi, and O, and I pretty much know L, but I should probably replace 2 RUD algorithms with RUF alternatives. So I need to relearn 2 L algorithms, and I also need to learn 3 sticker recognition for CMLL because I currently use 4 sticker. But apart from that, that is my progress with Roux OH for day 1 and 2, and I'll leave it onto background footage and I will come back soon. Roux one-handed day 3. Roux one-handed day 3 did not exist. It's not real. I spent the day out with friends. One of them brought an RSDM, and I did some Roux two-handed. It was kind of fun. I had fun doing LSE, doing kind of scuffed down front, down back. I didn't really learn down front, down back recog. I watched Era's tutorial for down front, down back recog once, and I don't remember all of it. So I'm doing some scuffed down front, down back. That's not real. I just did some Roux two-handed. But I'm having a lot of fun with like first block, because I'm finding a lot of solutions that I wouldn't have found like say a week ago. A lot of cool ways to manipulate corners. Occasionally doing line first blocks, which I usually can't plan in their entirety, but starting a line first block and then finishing it just in the solve. It's still a lot of fun. I like line first blocks, they're fun. Right, well that's day 3. See you tomorrow. Roux OH day 4, but I'm recording it on day 5 because I forgot to record on day 4. I didn't practice much CMLL, I just sort of did solves. I got a 23.99 average of 5, 25.77 average of 12, so that's new Roux PBs. It's pretty solid progress for small averages at least. I think the average of 100 is like a high 28 now. So it's a really, really good start to this this whole project. Hopefully I can keep up the momentum. The plan for today now, which is day 5, is to actually relearn the L CMLLs I said I would relearn, continue working on 3 sticker recog, and maybe start on like soon CMLL. But yeah, that's how day 4 went. This is how day 5 is gonna go, hopefully. And I'm probably also gonna stop doing daily drop-ins, because otherwise the video is gonna be made out of a load of like 30-second long sections. So I'm probably just gonna drop in like maybe weekly or when a milestone happens, but today it is a Saturday, and it's probably when I'm going to call it quits on doing the daily things, so maybe I'll drop in every Saturday, maybe I'll drop in every milestone, maybe I'll do both, but yeah, CMLL. best thing for today. Roux OH Day 7. I greet you today from the comfort of my sofa. So today we've hit milestones. Yeah, baby. So the first milestone is a sub 25 average of 12, which was a high 23 average, I believe. We had a 22-25 average of 5, not bad, and we had a new PV for Roux OH. So I tried making this switch a while ago, and I was averaging like low 30s, and I couldn't get below low 30s. And I got a random freak, like 17.9 single. And now I'm trying to make the switch again. I'm averaging high 20s, which is chill, that's faster. And I've got a 1604 single now. Got that. So I'll wham the scramble on screen. Solution 2 if I can be asked. It was really free, it was like a 3-move first block, so I planned like DR and like not quite first pair, but I tracked the edge for the first pair. So I didn't plan like second square, but I planned like first block DR and I tracked the edge for second square. And I got like a 42-move solution with that, so that's chill. The point I'm at currently with OHCMLL is that I know a few Soon algs, but I'm not using them in solves until I know all of Soon. But we've got full TUL HPI now, so that's cool. So I should probably actually work on CMLL instead of just spamming solves. Because once I have CMLL out of the way, I can work on tightening up my LSE, which is pretty bad. I can also start using like onion honey to work on first block. Jeez, I've got so much work to do. Also need to like find a time to drill my UZ BLLs for two-handed, but I'm so busy with one-handed, man. Alright, peace out. I'll see you all the next time I do something significant. It's Saturday again, which means it's Roux OH Day 12. My average hasn't gotten ridiculously faster since the last time I showed up. Got like a 15 single, 15 something. But the big update is that I'm pretty much done with CMLL. In fact, by the end of today, I will be done with CMLL, because I just have to straighten out my anti-Soon cases, right? There's a couple anti-Soon cases I'm dodgy on. Once we get those sorted out, we're full CMLL. Then we can focus on actually important stuff, like planning first block and second block last pair, and not being awful at LSE. So, that's the progress update this Saturday. Overall progress, the past few days has been a bit slower than I wanted it to be, but with CMLL out of the way, that feels kind of like an entry cost that's done now, and we can just get stuck into the meat of it. I believe it's day 19, and we're about halfway through. It was about 2 weeks now. I think today is 2 weeks to the day until the competition, where might I add there is only one round of one-handed. Go big or go home. So, do I think I can do it? Well, at the start of yesterday I wasn't very hopeful. I was still averaging about 25 and a bit. Doesn't look good, right? It was decent progress from the start of the month, you know, in the first 2 weeks to go from 32 to 25. But I need to lop off, you know, that's about 7 seconds. I need to lop off another 5 in the next 2 weeks. And as we know, improvement isn't linear, it slows down. So I ought to really not be able to make it. Then I got to thinking, maybe I could. I only have to do this 5 seconds instead of 7. I've mostly gotten over the hurdle of CMLL. I still mix up a few anti-Soon cases. But, you know, by and large, I've pretty much got CMLL out of the way, so I can just focus on blocks. First block planning, second block last pair. Just grind the hell out of those two. Remember to track DR. I should be fine, right? And, well, safe to say that by the end of the day, I have my confidence up. My goal for the day was to get a sub 25 average of 100, so I can sit comfortably and be sub 25. I've gotten a lot of 25.5, you know, kind of around that area. So if I could get sub 25, maybe it would help out my confidence. And you know what? I got it. I got a sub 25 average of 100. Then I got sub 24.5 average of 100. And then I got a sub 24 average of 100. Within about 2 hours of the sub 25 average of 100. So breaking the sub 25 and sub 24 barrier in one sitting really was a huge confidence boost. So what I'm going to go and do now is I'm going to practice first block, I'm going to check some second block last pair solutions, and I'm going to hope that I wasn't just having an on day yesterday and that I do now average high 23, low 24. Before yesterday's success, I was really considering refocusing my optics, maybe derusting 3x3 and practicing 4x4 ahead of the comp, but I'm pretty confident that I can actually grind down the Roux H now for the comp and make that the main focus. I'm also doing some things, Roux H. I'm trying to switch away from the TengYun V2 to the GTS 3M, because the inner block turning is more difficult, but if I overcome that skill issue, the outer block turning is more consistent. There's a few issues I have with the TengYun where sometimes I'll accidentally do a wide move or do the wrong move. There's one CMLL in particular, one soon that starts with hedge that I struggle with OH because I tend to do wide F prime instead of just F prime. And I don't have that problem on the GTS 3M. The downside is the LSE is more difficult and the actual cube itself is slower. My recognition and recall for Soon and anti-Soon CMLL is so slow that I started to do the opposite of what I do in ZZ last slot. You see, with ZZ, I'll use a U or a U2 insert to control if I get Soon or a different OCLL to give myself more Soon cases because they're faster. With Roux, because I'm so slow at Soon CMLLs, I've started deliberately giving myself not Soon CMLLs or anti-Soons. I think in the long run, this is a bad thing because Soon anti-Soon CMLL is actually pretty good. I'm just bad at it, and I think with just 2 weeks to go, the band-aid fix of just avoid them lol will probably serve me a bit better than trying to grind them down, but I will still work on my anti-Soon recall because it sucks. Day 20. So today I got a 14 single OH, which would be my PB for Roux one-handed if I didn't get a 12 yesterday after editing the day 19 segment of this video. The 12 was ridiculous. It wasn't efficient, it was 54 moves, but I got really high TPS because there was only 8 moves in the solve that weren't R, U, or wide R. I have the scramble here. I'm gonna throw it on screen. I'm going to try and do like a rough reconstruction of it here. Okay, I tried to reconstruct it from that camera angle, it wasn't working, so we're going to put this edge over here, so Y inspection, wide R to pair up this pair, and put it in like that. The next pair is this and this, so bring the corner to the U layer, pair it up, wide R, rotate, wide F prime. We have the edge for down right here, so orient it on the top like that, U, R2, you see this pair back here, sort of like so. We have this here. Gonna do that. I see that we have the JPUN CML. So if we just don't do anything else, like if you do like a wide move at the end, it brings the centers with it, which works if you have the centers correct already. But because the centers were off by an M, we do no wide moves, and we end up getting the center solved like that. So then M2 to set up to EO, which I saw puts this into the back. And this is its corresponding edge, so solve that like so, and then our remaining cycle. And the 14 was the inspection for this. Y prime X. What? Oh, okay, X, yeah, okay. So we're gonna pair up this pair like so, insert into the back like that, wide R, F prime. There's our first block. U prime R2. Could have solved this with RU R prime. Last time I did that instead, but whatever. It's M2, U2, wide move insert. F sexy F prime. U prime. M prime. Prime M2, and the ending cycle like so. So as you can see, I'm getting like a load of crazy singles with a method that's supposed to be really consistent and not get crazy singles, which tells me that I have a huge skill issue, and if I just keep working to resolve it, I can get really good averages. Alright, see you next time. It is Sunday, not Saturday, It's day whatever of Roux one-handed, and it is getting really close. There is 6 days left until the competition, and I averaged low 22 or high 21. If I get another little boost of improvement, I can probably make it, but it's 6 days and it's about 2 seconds I still want to drop, and then I have to perform well in comp. And performing well in comp will probably be the issue, because I take a lot of time to inspect. I asked Farmy for any tips about inspecting. He basically just said to always filter for the same thing every time to standardize how I search for things, and gave me a few tips for good things to look for first blocks. So hopefully when I get my average down to about, if I'm able in the next few days to get my average down to about 20 flat, like the summer 21, I'll start working on having fast inspection. I don't need to do that quite yet, I still have 6 days to play with. Either way, I'm risking my 6 comp PR streak and my incredible OH PR streak all for this. I'm not sure if it's going to pay off. In the meantime, I have gotten a lot of 14s and a 13. The average has come along leaps and bounds, but it's really starting to get it close now, and I'm really just not sure. It is Thursday, which means I compete in 2 days. I have 1 round of one-handed in 2 days. I haven't practiced 3x3, I haven't practiced 4x4. If I don't PR, my comp PR streak dies. Currently I'm averaging mid 20 seconds. I got a 20:51 AO100 as my PB AO100. All I can really do now is just grind. Alright, what have we learned? What's the conclusion? Right, well, we've learned if you want to get a PR, don't switch method 1 month before a comp. I've learned CMLL and a few interesting ways to inspect in Roux. And the takeaway from this is that while I didn't have immediate success, I'm going to stick with Roux and ride it out into the future, because I think it's just better. It is just better.